Hello, and welcome back to Stormsong Valley, which is very, very pretty at night, that has to be said. Let's just enjoy that sweeping vista for a moment. How pretty. Blizzard have really done good work, I feel, with the aesthetic of this place. This and Justvar. Very nice. I feel like I'm really hard on Tuagard sound. Probably because I am really hard on Tuagard sound. I just didn't really enjoy it as much as I thought I was going to. But never mind. So we are heading toward Fort Daelin, which I think is going to be our last bit of the zone. There's also, you'll notice, one of the Lost Estate quests popped up, which we'll go and do at some point. Still haven't quite got used to these bars being over this side. I've actually just been putting together the first 5 or so, 10 or so. I can't remember how many I've done now. Videos for Stormsong Valley. And it's interesting to see how my my UI setup has changed. I think for the first 2 zones, it was pretty much the same all the way through. And now, it's completely different. Is this where I'm supposed to be going? Yes, it is. Seabreeze Village. They look like they've got a fish problem. I don't know. I thought that said bound sausage for a second. Bound sea surge. Yes. Lieutenant. Once we get this place secured, we can provide backup for the seawall. Trouble at Fort Daelin. These fishermen are no pushovers themselves. They should be able to hold their own here with a little help. Did he owe you any money? He always sends me bits. See, one of the problems with doing these in installments is following the chain of quests, because I don't know who he is. Either way, it just looks like they were both breadcrumb quests. So, whatever. Okay. Not the fact that there's another part of the village over there. Freedom from for the sea. The Naga, surprise, surprise, along this coast appear to be trying to push the shoreline up the hill here. We've been able to keep them back at the beach so far, but they've been binding more elementals than we can keep up with. Without a tide sage, we have no way to free the elementals from their bindings, but we cannot allow them to push forward anymore. The spirit of the sea should not be contained by anything. Slay them. Let them return to the ocean. A bit of a bind. The Naga sorceress leading this excursion seems to be in the process of binding a larger elemental. If she succeeds, we will no doubt lose our foothold here. Strike out at her. Perhaps you can catch her off guard and interrupt the ritual. Remove the head from these snakes. Caught in a net. When the Naga force first arrived, there were a handful of the local fishermen out on boats. One of our scouts reports that most of them have been captured and are currently being kept in cages around the beach. Free any of them you happen to find and point them back here. We'll get them armed and remind the Naga that you don't mess with sailors. One of the things that was always not so much bugged but confused me about enemies in games like this is, why do they keep captives? What is the point of them keeping captured people? I mean, they can't use them as slaves because they can't breathe underwater. Oh, it looks like I have to kill Naga to get keys for cages as well. Yeah, I need 5 of them. Yes, yes I do. Okay. Frost Nova. Interesting little aside on the subject of Frost Nova. I actually logged onto my mage for the first time properly in a good couple of years. She's level 86, 87. Yeah, I couldn't figure out how to play her at all. I hear Frost is the way to go these days when leveling. It wasn't back when I leveled her. But that's how I played her, because I liked the playstyle. But I don't understand the playstyle anymore. I really need to skin that icon. I wonder if there's a way I can do that. Because the other things have got like a background. Have I got... Oh, I've got all the keys. I'm not entirely sure what the elementals are doing. I'm sorry, but since I've seen that as bound sausage, I can't unsee it. Another thing, just from watching the... oh, I can open the cages on my mount. From watching back the footage is the number of places where I happen to point out that I'd really like a water strider for this bit. And now I've got one, and boy does it make things easier. And one for pest remover. You're trying to do poisonous. Now that's just the second half of the village. Don't need to go there yet. Right, where's this ritualist? Yeah, she's going to be in the middle of stuff, isn't she? In fact, she's going to be in that big pavilion up there. Wow, there are actually a lot. We're going to have to fight our way through. And I suppose technically we could... But we'll probably get dazed off our mount if we try and do this. These. Oh, those are the rats that we saw from Millstone. Oh, that is Millstone Hamlet. That's why. Oh. Oh. I may have made a terrible mistake. Nah, it's fine. If there's one thing you've probably learnt from watching these videos, a handful of people that are watching them, it's that I'm very survivable, if nothing else. Unlike my Horde Druid that I've been having a little play on. She's a troll druid. She is not survivable at all. She's playing as a Moonkin. Servant of Neptulon. Interesting. Yeah, Moonkin are pretty decent at 110. Because of how the scaling works. But I strongly suspect that as...
Insects, my children, show yourselves worthy of my pride.
New Queen Azshara model there. Is that all of them? Yes.
I cannot loot that.
Oh, that's the keys, probably. Yeah, the Moonkin can kill things quite quickly, but can be very squishy, especially in AoE situations. Does a lot of AoE damage though. Starfall is impressive damage, even with the kind of rubbish gear that she's got. And she does have rubbish gear, because I wasn't in time for, and I was focusing on this character actually, the Dark Shore catch-up quests in the pre-patch. She didn't get to do any of the world quests, so she was missing out on that. Coming due?
We will not falter.
Freedom from the Sea. That should slow down their progress quite a bit. You have my gratitude. Is the Sea Witch dead? I have no idea what this might be, but I don't like the looks of it. I've noticed actually that the learn from another item, the transmog thing that I've got installed, actually isn't particularly accurate sometimes. With these numbers, we should be able to hold our own here. Oars and fishing nets make surprisingly effective weapons. I'm no Tide Sage, but even I can tell that whatever you have there is probably not a good sign for the Bastion. There's one of those Tortolans, Recal, who's been helping us figure out a solution to whatever the Naga are planning in front of the levee. He'd probably like to see this. So that's that thing that I've just picked up. Let's just get rid of those off the tracker for the moment. So I'm thinking this must be the last hub. Ooh. What the hell is that? Binder and a lash. Don't know what it is, but it doesn't look good. Binder Celeste. That doesn't look good at all. Yeah, I haven't been up here. Actually, I may have popped up here to get the flight path, but I can't remember anything about it. Nice looking place. I love these hanging flowers that they've covered everything with. It gives everything just that little bit of extra zest to it. Even the fact that there were fish in the pond, it's just the details. Oh, that doesn't look like a fun place to be. There are a lot of complaints I'm noticing, more and more actually as time goes on, that BFA doesn't have enough content. That they've done a bad job of providing us things to do. I'm honestly not so sure that those complaints are...
Get cracking.
Not that they're not valid, but I think for a more casual player...
We must overcome this peril.
You know, I've still got plenty to do, and we are several weeks in now. It's what, the 7th of September, as I'm recording this. Recal. This is concerning. Very concerning. Healing in a big one. If you're up for it, I have an idea to give the Naga an amusing surprise. Pulls out a scroll and waves it in our face. I need some teeth from marine predators to cast the spell, though. Luckily, the Naga brought some disgusting eels with them. Go gather their fangs and bring them back to me. I remember doing a quest for the anglers when I was leveling up my anglers rep to get this water strider, which involved us killing sharks to get their teeth. I wonder if it's a similar kind of quest. Filching from thieves. The Naga often take what they want with little care for who they are taking it from. Perhaps we should do the same for them. The sorceresses use powerful beacons to assist with their spellcasting. I could use these relics to strengthen my own ritual.
Come back with some better stories.
Okay then. And Specialist Wembley.
Attack.
While we try to figure out what to do with these channelers, we'll have to take shots where we can get them. Our men could use some assistance with taking parts of the lower walls. Kill some Naga for me, would you? Simple kill quest. We're holding off the Naga up until the latest attack. A few of our forces are still out there. The Tide Maidens seem to be slowly torturing them to death. If you could save as many as you can, we'll be one step closer to gaining the upper ground again.
Get your ballast in a mine.
Okay, so basically, Pest Remover Mark II. Ooh. Right, so we want to be going down there. Just thinking, what's the best way getting down without aggroing everything in the world? I'm going to guess this handy ramp. Ah, good, the weapon racks. I like these. These are really useful for killing the big things. Do they still work the same way? Oh no, they don't. Ow, he hits hard. Pain. Don't need to do anything exciting for the teeth, we just pick them up by the look of it. That's... oh, that's a tidal beacon. That's one of the things we need to collect. Lovely. Is this a new Naga model? I think it might be. Mind you, the textures on the armour aren't particularly high resolution, so maybe not. There's a venture company. We don't need those.
The ancient turtle Aetwen is a mystery of the sea that must be protected. Aid the Tortolans in keeping it safe and well fed.
These things do quite a lot of damage. I suppose they have sharp, bitey teeth. Which makes sense. Die! Ooh. See what that means about slowly drowning them. Oh, they're helping me out. That's handy. In that case, I'm going to make helping them a priority. Because if I can have my own little army... that will make this stuff go a little bit faster. Oh, it looks like they're temporary. Give us a hand, mate. Ow. Not entirely sure why I'm taking so much damage all of a sudden. Maybe these things just hit really hard. Nice. Got all the fangs. Need to kill some more soldiers. Rescue some more soldiers. Kill some more Naga. Don't get those the wrong way round. I don't think they'd appreciate that. Delightful images. And we need to pick up 4 more tidal beacons.
The venture company's making a mess of the coastline here. Let's earn the Tortolans' favor by cleaning things up.
Yeah, I keep venturing into the world quest area. What do I actually get for that world quest? Some trout and gold. Everybody wants to party now. It's times like this that I do miss being on the druid with the extra staying power. Lovely. Oh god. All the eels all the time. I'm not entirely sure. There's a huge amount of use to this nameplate combat text that I've got on. Because I barely notice it. And that kind of goes against the whole point.
That is not mine to take.
Wonder why it's doing that. I feel like that's... Wow. I feel like I'd noticed those big schism crits a little bit more with a different kind of combat text. Now, I do like how it showers off. Really? Can't tell. So I might just go back to, like, was it Parrot that I used to use? Alright, that's the tidal beacon. I do like this big kind of seashell armor. I think it's very cool. Yeah, these things take a lot of damage. These are kind of tanky ones. Okay, so that's the Naga sorted. Now I just need to rescue the last few prisoners and hopefully not aggro a load more eels. Because they're kind of annoying. It's a sea giant that I could hear. What are they called? Scrogs. Because these things are quite tough, I don't really want to fight them unless I absolutely have to. Yeah, I'm leaving the quest area there. Fight my way through there.
I'm out of range.
That Tide Lord's going to come back and... Oh, we're going to have to kill him. Nice sword model. God, they take so much damage. Yawn. Oh, that's why. They put a debuff on me. Whoa. Nice. So it's not that they're super duper tanky, although they are. It's the fact that they reduce the damage that you do by 15% as well. Yoink. Gonna be really cheeky. What? Oh, God, eels. Hello? Was that out of line of sight, despite the fact that I could clearly see it? Jeez. Right. Oh, it's a parrot. This should take me back to Fort Daelin. Okay. Specialist.
Spit it out.
Each one you killed is one less my men have to worry about. Thanks. That should slow down their progress quite a bit. You have my gratitude. That's a terrible cloak model. Oh God, he's got loads more.
Storm's coming.
Come back to you in a second.
Step closer and don't mumble.
I can't wait to see how this goes. It's exactly what I'm looking for. Give me a bit of time to prepare the spell. Make sure you don't drop any of those beacons. I can't say I know what'll happen. How wonderful. You're a shark, Harry. Huh? Your spells and abilities have a chance to grant you 233 haste and 50% swim speed for 20 seconds. That's a weird trinket. Have you ever been bitten by a shark? I have, numerous times. It stings. Murlocs don't usually survive shark attacks. The ritual I had in mind is ready to cast. Let me know when you're prepared.
Leave. I was done talking to you anyway. Not everything in the ocean is as good.
What's it gonna do? Nom 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 nom. Nom nom nom. That. Pff. Nom 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 nom. Well, that was short and sweet.
I've seen things that would scare you.
How did it feel to be a Murloc's greatest fear? I'm already a Murloc's greatest fear.
Come back with some better stories.
That didn't upgrade. 290 is nothing. Oh, that's the Flight Master. Keeper. Okay. Any ammo will do. I'll have some men move some cannons down to the seawall in preparation of whatever ritual is going on down in that delta. Oh, I think we looked at that as we came past. We could use some extra ammo before we spread ourselves too thin, though. Luckily, those Naga harpoons work well enough with our mortars. Take down those lances and bring back any harpoons that you find. So we're going to be heading down that way now towards that bubble. I've been talking with Rikel, and the Tortolan says that our problem in the Delta can probably be solved by turning the Naga's magic back on them. Two of the sorceresses on the south coast have a channeling wand that we may be able to use to break the head priestess's ritual channeling. Find one, bring it back here. Fort walls only go so far when it comes to defence. We've got cannons in position to fire if the Naga get too close, but we need some fortifications further out. Should be a few good areas to set up some traps further down the beach. Those Naga will never know what hit them.
Tide waits for no man.
Yeah, so we've done the kind of northern Landwalker. Explosive traps. Harpoons. Well, I don't think we're going to be able to avoid fighting most things. Stay away, Tide Lord. Grab those. These are the witches that we need for the wand. Yes. Ah, I was going to say, sometimes we're lucky enough to get these things on the first one, but... Oh, balls. And this is what I saved, the Shadow Fiend. I should probably put that back over there. This is the class totems UI thing on Elf UI. It just keeps track of your kind of pet cooldowns and totems if you are a shaman. Kind of miss when totems were a bit more integral to shaman gameplay. Oh, no, you can bugger off. Oh, I'm glad I didn't just run round there. Because I'd have ran straight into him. Yeah, I kind of feel like I want to put the... hello, platinum deposit. I kind of feel like I want to put the old scrolling text back on. Because one of the things that this one doesn't do is show you your heal numbers. And obviously, as a healer,
For the Queen!
I'd actually quite like to see those. It's possible that if I turn on friendly nameplates it would, but I kind of feel like that could get a bit messy. Notar. Oh, that... Leave me be. I want to plant one last bomb. Whoa. Yeah, you leash back to where you should be. Where's the one round here? I wonder if I can get rid of that debuff that these things put on me. Mind you, this one actually hasn't put it on me. And he's going down faster because of it. Serves you right. Oh, there are opportunities for putting... Ah, screw it. Probably not the smartest way of doing this, but whatever. I need to put 2, actually. So we'll stick one there. And with these things will aggro. Yes, they will. Sometimes if enemies are locked in some kind of ritual, they won't aggro you. Right. Actually gonna go. Oh, that broke as well. I think something is broken with those weapon racks. Right. This is probably going to dismount me. Run, run as fast as you can. Ah, the Queen. Ah. Light's Wrath has been overloaded with light. I do like the fact that that stays there if you're transmogged to it. Get cracking. Any ammo will do. You can use the Naga's weapons against them. Great work. Let's hope these harpoons can fire from our cannons. I thought you said that they already did work with the cannons. Listen, the shield. Cannot allow the fort to fall. Even I can feel how much power this thing contains. There are about a bazillion different recolors of that. If you run across any other opportune spots, feel free to set up more mines. Oh god, there's loads of quests here. Snake with 3 heads. Now that all the preparations have been done, it's time to tackle the main threats. You can use the channeling rod you just found in conjunction with this scroll I got from Rickle to break the shields around the Naga leaders in the Delta. Hurry! Stop them before they finish the summoning. The greatest of the Zethir probably, offensive sits within the Delta as we speak, waiting for the summoning ritual to be finished. If we can clear out a number of them, we'll finally have the upper hand. Get down there, cause as much chaos as you can. So it kind of, it definitely feels like we're kind of fighting this battle at the fort on multiple fronts.
Too far away.
And it seems interesting. It seems to have phased the area as well. Oh god, more evils. Murlocs! That's not going to work. So, can I... Yep, that did. Oh, maybe we can help out some guards as well too. Help us out. You. And you. Yeah, that only did one. Ha! Ow. Bye. Weirdly. Oh, there we go. Oh no! My friendly guards have died. Oh, I don't actually have to be targeting these things. I think this is the old Lady Vash model. Lady Vash? Yeah, that's who I mean, isn't it? I don't know what I'm on about. Right, one more. I'm assuming that actual thing isn't going to disappear just yet. We'll have to go back and turn the quest in, and then it will give us a final one, maybe. Oops, that was me cancelling penance too early. Don't do that very often. Right, that's all of them killed. And I still need to... Yeah, that takes off about half their health, which is nice. Ha 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 ha. Oh, and that got all of the ones that I needed as well. Excellent. Die, Murlocs. The only good Murloc is a stuffed plushie Murloc. Oh, he's up here. Commander. Oh no, this is the guy that we're... This is the guy that was overseeing the operation while we were dealing with his underling. Well, the bubble seems to be gone. No. I don't think that's phased properly. But I don't like the looks of that whirlpool. Good work. That should deter the Naga for now. We must prepare for an attack. Man the cannons. Defend the levy at all costs. Ooh. We haven't actually learnt that. It's going to have to be here. Ah, here we go.
How tenacious.
Ooh.
Your honor and your accomplishment of living long enough to face my pride.
Oh, hi. What the actual... I hope this is more exciting than the Kraken killing thing that we had to do. What is this thing? The Pride of Azshara. I'm assuming that's not actually her in its chest. Ow. Take that. That. It's a little bit more involved than the Kraken quest, but not by much. That's a disappointing phase out. Could have done with a little bit more than that. Really like that model though. I don't know whether that's been used before or if that's going to be in like the Azshara raid. From the depths. We've done it. The Naga are defeated and the levy remains intact. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, levy. I just did something. Back to Benedum. The Naga are mostly cleared out thanks to your help. They'll think twice before attacking again. Can you return to Benedum and tell Squire Augustus III to return to his normal station? Oh, that was me completing Culturist, which is the overarching meta achievement for completing the quest lines of the 3 zones. You'll notice that I've unskinned the... as much as I like Elf UI, some of the things that it skins, I don't actually like how it does them. And the achievement panel, including the statistics panel, is one of them. Why have I just got off my mount? Oh, there's another quest here. Who's this? Lieutenant Harris. Thresher's Wharf is a bustling fishing hub just across the delta from Fort Daelin. It was also in the direct warpath of the Naga. Who knows what remains now? If you could stop in and check in on its leader, Coxswain Hook, you'd have my gratitude. I must focus on tending to the wounded here and preparing for the Naga's next assaults. So while the zone is technically complete, or the main stories of the zone are technically complete. Oh, this is rephased to have lots of our Naga friends. Oh. I'm going to land on those Murlocs if I'm not careful. Yes, I am. What have I done? What have I done? I'm stuck in combat is what I've done. Oh, no, there we go. Oop. So this was the little island. See whether there are many quests here to do. Up here? Treasure hunter. Oh, there we go. Coxswain Hook. Sinker. Hook, line, and sinker. Oh. Oh dear. Oh dear. Right, Coxswain Hook. Ah, just what I needed. A fresh set of ears to hear a tale or two. To hear a tale. Oh, is this going to be like the... Oh, what's it called? Is it the day that Deathwing came? Where you in... Was it the Blasted Lands? Where you had a series of stories told to you, each of which was more bizarre and ridiculous than the last. Can you believe the nerve of these scallywags questioning the very coxswain? I don't know how you actually pronounce that. Is it coxswain? Of this here wharf? Bah. Let me you here for a moment or three. I've got a tale that'll put a brew in your mug and a quiver in your boots. It was the biggest, deadliest catch. Cash? Cash. I ever did loot on these seas. Oh, here we go. Yeah, it is.
It was a
Oh.
stormy night when the land sharks attacked.
Land sharks.
To arms! Land sharks be taking the wharf!
Oh, joy. Reckless blow. Restores health. Mighty roar. Keel haul. What did the roar do?
Stabbing fish on dry land.
Damage and stun. Stabbing fish on dry land. Oh dear.
How's that for chumming the waters?
Get stunned. Already, this is... Oh dear lord. This is all about the puns.
Is that all you got?
Oop. Get over here. Oh, there's some
How's that for chumming the waters? Is that all you got?
Yarr. Can we use this to... No. Can't use it to get up and down the different levels.
Like stabbing fish on dry land.
Exactly like stabbing fish on dry land, because you are in fact stabbing fish.
Sharks at bay. I sought out the alpha. Time to find the alpha of these beasts.
Oh, so it's going to be kind of a multi-tiered quest. Hello, Tidemore. It's stun. That's a really big targeting circle. It does show you, though, that there is actually... I was thinking about this earlier. There is actually a facing indicator.
That is how I got me deadliest cash. Tidemore's fin. Sold for a pretty copper, too.
Sinker's right. Sharks are solitary predators. I don't believe a word. Let me tell all of you about the time I caught the biggest fish in all of Azeroth.
Oh, joy. Don't listen to either of them. True every word I tell you. Go on, then.
Spit it out.
Hook's got a screw loose in her head, I tell you. Sharks working together on something. Phew. It does remind me of one of my favourite tales, though. Have I ever told you about the time I caught the single largest, deadliest, most tentacle beast in all of Azeroth? Ah, I thought not. It's not a story I'd tell you sober. It was a day unlike any other.
Get your ballast in a bind. Storm's coming. I remember it well. It was Pilgrim's Bounty, and I was fishing up the main course for the banquet.
So Thanksgiving,
Then I realised I'd forgotten my
or
fishing
harvest
rod.
time.
A fisherman's only as good as their rod, if you ask me. Tides take me! I forgot my rod!
Possible. I've got no abilities, so...
Shooting fish in a barrel!
Is his fishing rod a gun?
Anywho, like I was saying, we needed
Whoa!
bounty. So off I went.
Fire damage. Fire damage to all nearby enemies.
Now this is what I call just wanted to admire the view a second longer. Now this is what I call fishing.
And
Now this is what I call fishing. Bullseye. Fish eye.
what?
This is what I call fishing.
Bum bum.
Like shooting fish in a barrel.
Yes. Oh, there are two things that we need to do. I know. Whee!
Bullseye.
Oh,
Fish eye.
oops. That actually shoots you forwards. Is that what? What? Shooting fish out of the water. Oh, I don't understand. But that's the whole point of these. They're always utterly ridiculous.
Like shooting fish in a barrel.
Yes, I can use that to.
This is what I call fishing. Like shooting fish in a barrel. All my
So
fishing
strange.
caught the hungry eye of none other than the Leviathan, Ozumat.
Ooh.
Ozumat! Not on my wharf!
Oh no.
Now this is what I call fishing. I don't have a target.
I don't have a target.
Like shooting fish in a barrel.
So silly.
Fish in a barrel.
He says that a little bit too often.
When the beast's tentacles subdued, it was time to finish the job. Luckily, I had my special bullets I kept round my neck at all times for just such an occasion.
What?
Time to seal the deal.
Okay then.
And that is how I hoisted the very fiend
Sinker's
that
got a point.
below
Ozzy
to
has
this
been seen
very
since the cataclysm.
mast.
Ah, and Sinker's got a tale of his own.
Get cracking.
Oh dear. Ozeroth ain't around on account if I shot the blasted beast in its slimy face. Swear on my beard every word it's true. Did we... I don't remember whether Ozomat was actually a thing that was in Cataclysm or not. Listen to Sinker's tale. And then what happened? Oh no, our objective is to... What? Oh god, what? What? Oh, it's got a freaking laser beam on it. What are the abilities? Laser blast, bombs away, move with purpose. This is... This is utterly ridiculous. So we've got to bomb those, blow these things up. What the actual... This is just. This is ridiculous. What the?
That helmet's gone to your head. I'd sooner believe Line actually managed to catch a fish.
Aye, even I can agree. Hey, wait a minute.
Let me tell you how I met these two sorry sailors.
Oh dear lord. Bah, don't listen to these landlubbers. They haven't fished an honest day in their lives. Before they met me, they were as dry as the sands of the shoreline at low tide. I'll spin you the tale of the day we met. It was also the day I saved the wharf from the biggest, meanest, largest monster of the briny deep you could imagine.
I was first watch, keeping an eye out for more of them blasted naga.
Mm-hmm.
I'll taste your blood.
No, you won't. I'm still giggling about the shark, well, the porpoise, with freaking laser beams. It's a nice Austin Powers reference, to be fair. Somebody clearly had far too much time on their hands.
For the Queen! Like stabbing fish on dry land.
Just like it. That seagull aggroed me. It has.
Like stabbing fish on dry land.
Oh. Oh, there is a swim animation. How do I get back onto shore? Ah. Scan the horizon. Actually, I think, isn't this... Yeah, this is one of the Kultiran female models. Their running animation's a bit rubbish. I suppose this is technically the first quote-unquote playable Kultiran female. Uh-oh. What the hell is that? Nothing there. Wait. What is that? A giant... Oh.
Approaching from the horizon.
It's a...
Unlike any I'd ever seen.
It's a void whale shark.
Is that all you got?
We're going to do roar at it.
Thanks to my razor sharp wit, I knew exactly how to cut the beast down.
Aye, with my
Oh, here we go.
Shut your trap line. Wait your turn. I was just getting to the part where I dive straight down its gullet and slice it up from the inside out. all right. Line and sinker out. But everything else is true. Every last word.
Uh-huh. Quite a story, eh, lass? Make sure you tell your friends. Ah, achievement earned the deadliest cash. Listen to the tall tales of Coxswain Hook, Master Gunner Line and Sinker, Precious Wharf. That was... that was daft as all hell. There's nothing else. No, I think that is Stormsong Valley complete. We do have to go and report back to Squire Augustus III. I don't recall...
Fancy a cuppa?
No. At Brenadam.
Keep the wind in your
I don't recall seeing Squire Augustus III. Maybe we have. Maybe I just wasn't paying attention. It is possible. It has happened before. So I'm fairly certain this should have gone down to 6 days by now. There are still quite a few rares and things that I haven't... what are they under? Are they under exploration? Yeah, we've got quite a few of those to kill. And quite a few of those as well. And then we've got the entirety of the... confident continent. Hello, Squire Augustus III. Oh, Roger. I'll head back at once. And... oh. I guess that just leads us back to Brenadem. Should there be other things that need doing?
Tides welcome you.
Don't know. Either way, that is, as far as I'm aware, Stormsong Valley. Oh no, there's still a quest over at the What's It estate. But we know what happens with those anyway. They open up a world quest in that area. So I won't bother recording that one. But there we go. That's Stormsong Valley. So, just to sum up my thoughts on the BFA zones and leveling experience. Justvar, top tier. My favourite zone, I think, in WoW. I've really enjoyed the narrative flow, the questing, the aesthetic. Just my kind of thing. I appreciate that it's probably not the same for everybody, but for me, story-wise, that was excellent. Stormsong Valley, the first quarter to a third of it, following the Tide Sages, also excellent. Really enjoyed it. The kind of middle bit of it, where you're just helping the farms out, and the bit of it against the Horde, that was okay. It wasn't brilliant, but it was okay. The Quillbore stuff started off a little bit irritating, but the actual crawl, when we fought our way through there, that was quite entertaining. And the stuff with Charles and his grandma, that was pretty good as well when we were fighting against the Ettins. And the stuff at Fort Daelin was, again, pretty good. Tiragard Sound, I'll actually have to look at the map for, because I found, unfortunately, Tiragard Sound quite forgettable. Bridgeport, we fought against Ashvane and freed her workers there. Kenning's Lodge, was that the murder mystery thing? Where we followed some Lord Kenning and helped him out solving something? I think that's what that was. The stuff at Placid Springs, helping the gnome set up a resort, that was alright. Freehold, Pirates, helping Flynn, decent enough. Vigil Hill, I found the emotional impact of that was quite interesting. This was the stuff over here that I really enjoyed, the Angle Point War stuff, though I do still feel that the Kraken fight at the end was a bit rubbish. Could have been better. Norwington's Estate, entertaining enough. I haven't been back to try out the horse riding stuff on Cooper, because that seemed a little bit poorly designed. Hatherford. Was that the stuff with the workers' rights and the timber, the wicker men attacking? I think maybe. Something like that. And then there was the glacier where we joined the Roughnecks. So for me, I think Tiragard Sound had the most disjointed leveling experience. Then Stormsong Valley, you know, you got this section here, which was very much story driven. Then you got the Warfang hold stuff, which was kind of compartmentalized. The farm stuff, which was all over the place, and the Fort Daelin stuff, which was nice and organized. But Drustvar was just kind of one long journey from start to finish. You know, we started off, I don't remember where even it was, Allhaven, and we just helped people and fought our way through and up through Core Lane to the dungeon at the end. It was a nice, solid kind of narrative flow and leveling experience. I've discovered since then that there are actually quite a few quests kind of dotted around, hidden almost, kind of off the beaten path, which I don't know whether I've done them or not now. I can't remember. Yeah, for example, there's some stuff at the cemetery that I haven't done. Not entirely sure why. But yeah, there are bits and pieces kind of hidden everywhere, quest-wise. And on my other characters, I'll be using Azeroth Autopilot to help me kind of complete, like, literally everything in the zones. But yeah, so in terms of my favourite, Drustvar, top tier, Stormsong Valley, next, and then Tuagard Sound, third. Don't get me wrong, still an excellent leveling experience. But as a general thing, those are kind of the orders that I've appreciated. And on my outs, I've been going to either Drustvar or Stormsong first, and leaving Tuagard till last. I'm doing all the rep stuff on Scoil because, you know, I've started, so I'll finish. But there we go. That was the Alliance leveling experience, full and narrated. Well, fullish, 99% probably. As I said, there were some odd quests here and there that we didn't do. But yeah, really enjoyed that. I've still got some stuff to do for the war campaign, which will round out the videos in this series, because I'm going to record those as well. You may have noticed, as you've been watching, that I said I completed all of the dungeons. What I've forgotten, for some reason, Temple of Sethralis and the Motherlode, and actually maybe Tol Dagor. No, I think I did Tol Dagor on video. Either I didn't record those or I've lost the footage. I can't remember. Or maybe I'm just going insane and I've actually recorded both of them and already done a video on it. I don't know. I can't remember. But I can't remember making a video on either of these things. So, I don't know. I'm probably just going insane. This series of videos is already like probably 40 videos long or something ridiculous. So, I'm going to go and get the war campaign done. But if you're just here for the leveling experience, that's what you're going to be getting. Good, solid questing experience. Thanks very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, hit the thumbs up and consider subscribing. Remember to ring the bell to be notified when new videos go live. And until next time, toodle pip.